darlings, this is your lemonade test retake. You must have permission from Miss McKinney before you can take this. You have to have attended my tutorials at least one time before you took this. And so make sure you realize that this is the retake and this is the only shot you get. So make sure that you are ready for this. Edpuzzle answers are final and cannot be changed. You cannot go back to a question and you cannot email me later with different answers. Make sure you have scratch paper and something to write with. You're going to need it. Lots of long division on this one. And then go ahead and put the academic integrity and principled action statement in the box. So this is not about lemonade at all. This math is going to be similar, but it's going to be a totally different concept. So you are going to start a charter school in Texas for 100 students, and a charter school is something similar to Meridian. And so you're going to take a minute on your own paper and write your vision about your school. Also, this is a very simplified test for 6th grade, and it really doesn't reflect the prices or anything from Meridian. So keep in mind that, while our school is a charter school, the prices are very different. So in 2 sentences, describe your school. What is your experience with this type of business? Who will your students be? How will you advertise and attract students? What's the name of your school? All right, math time. Commercial rent is $17.50 per square foot each year, and you need a space of 3,000 square feet. How much is your rent for the year? Now we have the chart. So of course it looks a little bit different because it is a different type of business. So we need to figure out the cost per student. That's going to be very important. All of these numbers are going to be rounded to the nearest penny. So to employ a teacher and pay for their health insurance and benefits and retirement and all that kind of stuff is approximately $75,000 a year for a good teacher. And you need a teacher for every 17 students. How much does that teacher cost for one student? Rounded to the nearest penny. You got a package deal for $725. You got 8 desks. How much does each desk cost? For $381, you got 6 chairs. How much does each chair cost? The adults in your building need computers. Each computer is $1,800, and we need about 1 computer for every 11 and a half students. Your rent from above covers all 100 students, so calculate how much the rent is for each student. For your building, you're going to need electricity, water, cleaning, internet, all that kind of good stuff. And for each year, it's $12,700 for those 100 students. How much does each student need to cover for utilities? You also need an administration and business office. And for a small school like that, it's going to run about $80,000. And so how much is this per student? All right, so now you need to total up all of these items and find the total that you need per student. Keep in mind this is not the same as Meridian, okay? We have lots of things that aren't listed here, such as student computers and a bigger building, playgrounds, parking lots, all that kind of stuff. So it doesn't reflect Meridian. Texas pays charter schools $8,000 per student, and you cannot charge for students to come there, which is called tuition. What is your plan? You do need a loan to get started. You're going to need to pay the first year's rent up front. You need to buy supplies to set up the school, like those chairs, desks, and computers. And you need to be able to pay your staff. So how much of a loan do you need? After all of this work, families choose to come to your school. Yay! What is your reaction when those students who've chosen to be there do not take their work seriously? You can't kick them out because this is a public school. The loan you get is a very special loan that doesn't require any payments for the first year, but it does gather interest. The interest rate that you find is a nice 4.2%. What is the total you would owe at the end of that first year? All right. Thank you for doing the retake.